I continue my personal interpretation of Hegel's logic. We are in the realm of the concept, page 567 of the book. But actually, you can turn Hegel's logic upside down and it will still be Hegelian logic. He talks about the pure abstraction, the void, the nothingness, the emptiness. He says that in the void, any determinacy, any determination becomes its content. The content of the void is anything which can be determined and be said or thought about it. And what people call the supreme being, or the highest essence, das höchste Wesen in German, l'être suprême in French, the supreme being, is the pure abstraction. It is not any particular, any determined being. It is the pure abstraction, and therefore it is nothing, and it has the determination of indeterminacy. The pure being, the supreme being, or the void, is determined as being indeterminate. His determination is the lack of determination, so it is contradictory. Because it stands in opposition to that which is determined. Say, this book or this piece of paper is not absolute being or pure being or supreme being, which is true, but in another word one could say that the pure void is not itself, because it consists in being determined as being the absence of determination, so it is self-contradictory. And when we speak or think about the nothingness or the void, we are suppressing the void by expressing the void. That's why Buddhism, which says that the void is the purpose, principle of all things, people who are interested in Buddhism are seeking the void, but most of them are not finding it because it cannot be grasped. Because if you think about the void, or if you hope for the void, it is not the void. It is a thought or a hope or whatever. So it's unreachable in a sense. And Hegel says that the void, or the emptiness, or the pure abstraction, is the Self-Aufhebung, and Aufhebung means negation and preservation at the same time. To aufheben something means to negate and to preserve. So the pure abstraction is the Self-Aufhebung, the self-negation and the self-preservation of itself. It is the Aufhebung of what it should be, or what it ought to be, in the sense that when you think about the void, you are suppressing, by thinking about it, what the void should be, which should be the absence of thought, the absence of being. So it's contradictory. And that's why the Buddhists say that all things come from nothing and return to nothing, and the flow of existence is the development of all the becoming of nothing, and in the sense it is true. And Hegel says that the principle must contain its own difference, the principle of its own difference within itself. The principle of all things, which is the beginning of all things and the essence of all things, which in the Christian representation is the Logos in the book of John in the Bible. In the beginning there was the Logos, and the Logos was with God, and God was the Logos, and the Logos was the light of man. And the principle, the beginning must contain in itself the necessity of its development and realization, the principle of coming out of itself and realizing itself. And pure light or pure dark could be considered the principle of all things, the void, the, the absence of anything. But light, in order to be light, needs dark, and dark, in order to be dark, needs light. So they presuppose and need, reciprocally need one another, and that's the principle of the development of the principle of pure light and dark is the reciprocal interaction between both of them, and that which gives the world the colors that it has in it. And just a remark about Buddhism and Hegel's philosophy. Europeans in world history are, with the Jews, the most active agents of historical change. And he who moves and acts, he's seeking something, he's lacking something. And that's why desire is the call of all motion, desire for anything, for eating, drinking, sleeping, reproducing, enjoying oneself, avoiding pain and all that. This desire for something is that which makes, in the world of man, the world move, in the world of history. And India and China historically have had relative stability in comparison with Europe, not absolute stability, but relatively more stable, and they have not felt the need to go out of themselves and shake the world, because in their religion and in their philosophy they have found the principle of nothing. And that's why in the Western mind the Eastern people are represented as the Tibetan monk who is at peace, the Hindu mystic who lacks nothing and just enjoys being nothing, or the Chinese wisdom to be at rest. That's the, well, it's partly false. That's the prejudice, the bias that the Westerners have about Easterners, that they think that the Easterners are at peace with themselves. Not all of them, of course, but globally, whereas Westerners are always worried, in need of desire, something, motion, ambition, desire, greed, and all that. Okay. And I would like to quote the lyrics of a song by Selena Gomez. The title of the song is Love You Like a Love Song. And it says, "It's been said and done. Every beautiful thought has already been sung. And I guess right now here's another one. So your melody will play on and on with the best of them. You are beautiful, like a dream come alive, incredible. A miracle, lyrical, you saved my life again." So that's why in Indian religion and philosophy it is said that the world is the dream of the Brahman, the supreme principle. And all the phenomena are interactions between light and dark. And when you grasp the principle of light, when you are illuminated in thought, you appreciate the beauty of existence like a dream come alive. And she says in the song, "It feels like I've been rescued, I've been set free." When you are at one with your other, you are free. To be free means to have no other. You liberate yourself by understanding what is alien, what is dark, as yourself, and it is liberating to understand that. I am hypnotized by your destiny. You are magical, lyrical, beautiful. You are. That's enlightening as a song, and yeah.